Hello everyone, today we're going to make Doraemon in VR. So obviously I got him as my main reference, but I'll also take some artistic liberty today and get inspired from different images that I see here, okay?
Okay, let's get started. As always, I'm just blocking out the big shapes for this character without worrying too much about the details, okay? Oh, by the way, in case you guys don't know about Doraemon, it's a manga about Doraemon who is a robotic cat from the future, and he becomes best friends with this Japanese boy Nobita, who's like the most annoying kid you can possibly imagine. And I just had this weird thought one day. What would happen to Doraemon after Nobita grows up and they're not friends anymore? So I imagined that at that point, Doraemon would be this sad old guy with regrets. Oh wait, that kinda sounds like me. Anyway, I just wanted to visualize that future. Adding more weight to the belly. The reason that he gained weight is because, well, he lives in Japan. I'm sure the food there is amazing, you know? Here I'm creating a nice pair of man boobs. At this point of life, he might be feeling pretty crappy about his life, but his body doesn't have to be lumpy like some dog poop, you know? So let's polish his body a little. This is probably a great time to work on his cute little butt crack. It probably smells worse than rotting kimchi, but I'm not gonna try smelling it. Let's give him arms here. He's like the complete opposite of how I like my ground beef. 95% fat, 5% lean.
I don't feel like his belly fat looks right. Cause I'm kind of imagining this kind of belt of fat that goes around his waist. So I want to express it a little better here.
Okay, that's what I want to see. Now he actually looks out of shape. I cannot forget about that double chin.
I'm quite happy with the overall proportion of the character at this point. What do you guys think? How do they compare? But for this to be Doraemon, it's missing some crucial details. Now let's get into some details, shall we? Should we work on the face first? I think so. Oh my god. First I'm gonna have to make sure that they're facing forward. I don't think they are at the moment.
You guys might be thinking, hey, he looks too Asian. Well, of course, he's Japanese. So here I'm beginning to work on his 40 pocket. So 40 pocket's like an infinitely large pocket where Doraemon stores all of his cool gadgets from the future. By the way, do you guys want to hear a random sad story? Yes? Okay, well, a long time ago, Uncle Jimmy was a little boy. Yes, I'm old now, but I was young before. So one day I was reading the Doraemon manga, and in that episode, Doraemon had this cash register that would pay you cash every time you experience pain and sad feelings. And me being a little boy, I thought to myself, wow, if I had that, I'd be like the richest person in the world because my life is terrible. Okay, now let's give him that leash. And a bell. Man, my cat used to have them. It was so cute. But I have to say, a fully grown man wearing this looks a little funny. So here I'm going back to his facial expression because he didn't look sad enough to me. He looked more goofy than sad, which is not what I'm going for. Okay, he looks pretty sad now. By the way, you guys might be wondering, hey, why does he look so Asian? Well, let me tell you what. Doraemon is a Japanese cat, so of course he looks Japanese. In fact, he probably speaks with a super epic Asian accent too, like, "What? Nobita-kun, have you ever seen anyone's eyeballs do this?" Okay, now let's get into the colors. He's starting to look like a horrible Smurf cosplay, but we're gonna fix that, don't worry. With love and care, anything is fixable, except for the things that actually matter in life. Now let's keep adding more colors. It's gonna make him look more like Doraemon. This is different from real life, so attention to detail is extremely important. Okay, let's paint that fat belly as well. I know what you're thinking. Why is he making those nips? Well, let me ask you a question. Do you have them? Yes. Do I have them? Yes. So don't you think it's only fair that he gets them too? In fact, I'm gonna give them nice colors as well. So the sculpting and painting are almost finished. And now I want to give him a good pose that triggers a hurricane of emotions for the viewers. Although, I'm not really sure what that means. So I'm thinking, he's going to be holding 2 different items on each hand. He's going to be looking at this thing on his left hand. And very soon we're going to find out what that item's going to be, and it's going to be so awesome. Here I'm just trying to make sure that his arm fat's forming naturally around his man boobs. So on his right hand, I want him to hold dorayaki, which is his favorite food, as you can see. Here I'm just making sure that it looks like he already took a few bites. And I like to obsess over small details like this. And before we move on, let's add the most important item. So this thing's called the bamboo copter, and it literally makes people fly like a drone. I'm pretty sure the weight restriction is below 70 pounds, which is like most Asians. So I'm adding some last minute changes here. Just wanted to make him look more old and sad. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how it came together. So let's take this model to Cinema 4D and render this beautifully. Oh, and before we do that, I wanted to create something in Photoshop that I can use in our rendering. Yes, I'm creating an image of an old photograph of Doraemon and Nobita. And here's our character in Cinema 4D. It looks a little boring, doesn't it? Now I'm gonna be doing a few things to make it look more dramatic. Oh, is that what I'm thinking? Yes, it's the photograph that I just made. And I'm gonna make him hold it. Doraemon for sure misses good old days. And guess what? I made the backside as well. Here I'm just messing around with the lighting. What I'm thinking is, what can I do with the lighting to make him look more lonely, more sad, more in pain? Do you guys see that? I'm talking about his eyes, of course. Adding a few more realistic materials here. Now I'm just trying to find some interesting angles to render this from. And I think I'm just about done here. let's go find out what I got at the end. Okay, I think that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys have something that you want me to create, write it down in the comments. Till we meet again, goodbye everyone.